So today we're going to be doing another WNBA video, and as you guys can see, my lighting is horrendous. It is absolutely horrific, and the reason why it is horrific is I've got two phones shining torches at me right now, and because if I turn on this light above my head, you can't see anything with the glare, so I do apologize for the light. I just watched Leeds lose to Southampton, so I'm a bit miserable. Either way, though, we're going to talk a little bit about the WNBA, and we're not going to talk about the rookies for once. It's not just about the rookies. Kind of is, because, well, one of the rookies, Cameron Brink, who, like, I know all the, like, hype is about Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. Cameron Brink had 15 and 2 blocks. I know they lost, but again, when have we ever judged Rookie of the Year by wins and losses? When have we ever judged that? Cameron Brink might be the best rookie so far. I'm not gonna lie, she's averaging similar enough. She's averaging almost the same amount of points. Oh, no, not almost same. She's averaging in and around 10 points. She's also nearly up there leading the league in blocks. I think she's leading the league in stocks. Like, she's her. Like, I keep saying man and him when talking about these female players. No, she's elite. She's absolutely elite. But we're gonna be talking about one of the games, and it was probably you probably got the top MVP candidate facing off against, for lack of a better word, the female Kyrie Irving. You have got Kahleah Copper. Kahleah Copper had been, up to this point, the MVP. Like, she had 2 straight 35-point games, being only one of the very few players. And I'm trying to think of who else has done that. Like, obviously, Liz Cambage has done that, but, like, Liz Cambage is, like, the worst person ever. But, like, she's done that. I think Candace Parker's done it, but there have been very few. And as well as that, she basically went and, like, obviously she had that. Even in the loss last night to the Dallas Wings, she had, like, above 30. She's averaging, like, 30 on the year, which is crazy. For the WNBA, to average 30. But yesterday was all about Arika Ogunbowala. Like, she is, I'm going to risk the copyright claim. That's how crazy this is. I'm going to risk the copyright claim by showing you her footage right beside me, or here. By showing you her footage. I might not make money from this, but I don't really care. You guys have got to see this. You guys have got to see just the way she gets buckets. Not just that she gets buckets. Like, people have dropped 40. A'ja Wilson had 53 in a game last year. It's the way she does it. Like, have you seen anything closer in the women's game to Kyrie? Like, you've got Caitlin Clark pulling from, like, 35 feet. People didn't do that. But, like, she's literally going hezzy tween, step back long three in people's face, driving to the basket, tough angle finish layups. She had 40. The 5th pick in the 2019 draft. Obviously, she hit the game winner to win years ago, the national championship in college. Like, she is a baller, 3-time All-Star. But yesterday's game was crazy. Like, I knew she could play. I knew how good she was. Like, she's the Wings' best player. If I have said the Fever, I'm exhausted. I think I might have said the Fever earlier. But she's the Wings' best player. And, again, can't mention the Wings without shout out Lou Lopez Seneschal, former Leicester player. But you've got her, who's the best player on that team, coming up against Diana Taurasi, who, in fairness, Diana Taurasi, can still score, but like, you can tell she's pushing 40 by the way she's playing. But this game was absolutely crazy, and it's going to be so interesting to see what happens in her game tonight against the Sparks, because the Lynx are playing tonight with another MVP candidate, Napheesa Collier. So I think they're doing well. They just beat the Liberty. They're a really, really solid team. But the interesting game tonight, and that's the big thing about this rookie class, is they do bring eyes on the other players. So you can expect people to try go out and cook these rookies, whether it be Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, or Cameron Brink. Like, you've even seen it with what's in him, like Alyssa Thomas. Like, she literally choke slammed Angel Reese. Like, she choke slammed her in the game. Like, there should be a multiple game suspension. And by the way, Angel Reese, I'm gonna make this video when I'm in better lighting. I might be one of the biggest Angel Reese fans, as, like, just everything, her mentality towards the sport, her toughness, everything I wanted a player is Angel Reese. Like, I don't think she's as good as Caitlin Clark. I don't think she can lead a team like Caitlin Clark. But, oh man, like, I absolutely, like, if you're telling me who is my favorite of these rookies, it is Angel Reese, and it's not even particularly close. But yeah. So tonight she's gonna have to ball out again. Like last night's game, she scored 40. It might have been the prettiest 40 points I've seen in women's basketball in the WNBA. It was. Like, these are tough shots. And like when we talk about Caitlin Clark's tough shots, no, there's a little bit different. Caitlin Clark will shoot from further. She can go head down to the basket. And Caitlin Clark, while the scoring and everything hasn't translated, I know she's turning the ball over, but if you're watching, she is still an unbelievable floor general. That's one thing that has translated. She's an unbelievable floor general. And like, she's still exceptional. But I mean, if ogunbowala does this against the Fever, my God, people are going to be starting to watch every single Wings game. I'm not going to lie. If she does this again, she's already done it once. If she goes and does this again, like, it's hard. It's borderline must-watch TV. It is borderline must-watch TV. And if you haven't been watching Kahleah Copper, what she's been doing, what Kahleah Copper's been doing is crazy. And I will say, as far as like effectiveness, obviously, Aces back-to-back champions, AJ Wilson, finals MVPs. Her game, as great as AJ Wilson is, her game is not the most interesting thing to watch. I think Kelsey Plum's a really good player. Her game's not that interesting to watch. There are so many players that are good to watch in this league. There are so many whose games are so pretty, but none quite like her. Like, it's crazy. And man, I'm so happy to see this type of stuff. This league's gonna grow. This league is gonna grow because everybody clowned Kelsey Plum years ago by saying like the skill level was there to keep people interested. It was just obviously physically they couldn't do what the men could do just because of biology. But everyone clowned her when she said that a few years ago. Man, she's right. She's right. Like, the skill level is absolutely crazy. Like, is the skill level that of a Kyrie or a Steph Curry or like even a Mike James? Maybe not. But the skill level is that where it's incredibly interesting to watch. And as I've always used the analogy, like, Serena, like, anyone would choose to watch Serena Williams over the 50 ranked male tennis player, even though the 50 ranked male tennis player would beat Serena Williams 6-love. So it's never been about, in sports, it's never been about who's the best. It's about entertainment and what's entertaining. And this year with the WNBA, because the amount of people that have started watching WNBA that are enjoying it is crazy. Like, people are actually enjoying watching this. So it is proof that, like, when people are watching it, they're going to keep watching it. And at the end of the day, all these excuses being like, oh, they're just worse, we want to watch the best basketball. Like, then why do people watch college basketball over EuroLeague? Why are there people that watch the Little League World Series? Because it's entertaining. And this season is proof that the WNBA is entertaining to a hell of a lot of people.